So, hi everyone. Welcome to any number of places with me. This is a video I'm doing for our group Natural Living, and it's a part of our website, my website that I put up, which is hadasatree.com. And the reason why I'm doing this is, and the reason why I even have a website, I'm no one, I have no education. I have a degree in early childhood education, but I have a number of passions, and I believe in keeping my mind as occupied as I can. And so for years I have, collected, just done a lot of different things, and I have a passion to share what I learned, and I've had that passion since I was a little girl, and I'm 50 some odd years old now. I'm no longer a little girl, but that passion and that love to share and teach, I guess, even I do love to teach kids. Little ones is where my education is at, but I do love to share, and I love the look on the face of someone when they've just learned something, no matter what age they are, including 50 somethings, 70 somethings, 90 somethings. You guys, I love that. So I wanted to come on and share because, there's a whole lot of stuff going on in the world today, and what I want to do? Not talk about it. I talked about it forever while it was going on, and to the degree and the extent that I can put it out and put it away and help you to put that stuff away is what I want to do. So this is first video of the meeting that I wanted to do to talk about aromatherapy. I've brought my little book. I'm not sure if that will mirror correctly to you guys or not. It's called The Essential Basics. It's a very small book, like the size of my hand. And it's got a ton of, oh, look here. These are just the body systems. Just the body systems alone. Let me see if I can get you some, oh my gosh. There are ailments, conditions, things that we get and whatnot. Just pages. The first, I'm gonna have to say roughly, if I can get an exact count, 120 pages of this kind of stuff. And I don't know again if it will mirror back to you, but anyway, this is the best little book that I have ever gotten for traveling and carrying with me to go through essential oils. And essential oils is not the only way to experience aromatherapy, but it really is the most powerful and the most effective and the quickest way. Essential oils allow the chemicals to go right straight to your brain. So far, I'm only dedicating 6 weeks on Wednesday nights to aromatherapy, but to be honest with you, I just want to regularly come on and share videos about individual oils, oil blends, ways that I can help you get a hold of oil blends, single oils. Eventually, I would like to talk about and go through the steps to creating our own blends for our own self based on our own personal needs that we know we have. And that's eventually what we can get to in this. And you don't have to go to school, but you do have to study. You do need to learn and know and understand how things function, how the chemical constituents function within our body systems, to be able to understand the kind of support that they give us. So anyway, you guys have a whole lot of different interests, and I'm going to be, when I get back to to par, I'm in the process of eliminating elements in my life that don't fit my point of view, my frame of mind, not to be selfish, but when it comes to freedom of speech, I'm big on this. So I'm shifting a whole lot of areas in my life that I had all on one area, and I'm shifting everything over And that's been actually a longer process than just the last, couple of weeks, maybe. But it's actually been a process in the making over probably the last, I'm going to say a couple of years, but really strongly since the COVID and the lockdowns and the draconian control measures, that have developed through that measure. Because I don't disagree with, people being sick and what's going on there, but what it's developed into and the frantic state of the people today. I mean, we've got people freaking out over little tiny things that they themselves have done or do, and their over exaggeration of the situation actually gives us the indicator how deep their true intent was, because of the way they're reacting to what they believe is a threat. It's called projecting, mirroring. It's actually the only way that we can really tell what's in someone else's mind is by how they react to their stimuli. And there's forces today that believe that strongly that they have been assaulted, and in which it's so very clear for anyone not in that frame of mind to see that that's not at all what happened. But because of the way they reacted, we can now see their behavior over the last few months and put right up to their face and say, I'm sorry, but you're actually describing your own words and deeds in these last few months. Anyway, I don't want to get off on a preach, because again, I said I have a lot of different passions, interests, and I want to get away from that stuff. So anyway, I did not mention what it was. I just gave you an indicator of what it looked like. I gave you the characteristics. That was enough. Anyway, on to what I want to start doing right now is sharing my screen with you. Oh wait, one more thing that I want to do before I share screen is the other book that I'm using. And if you get this, and I'll try to, pretty sure I used to deal with the big smiley company that I don't deal with any longer. So I need to find another link for you guys to get these books at, but there's a better, more updated edition than the one I've got here. But this is what I'm using here. The Essential Life book. It's a big book. It's not little like the other one was. The other one's like a smaller version, but more updated. It's got more of the exotic and newer oils that are coming onto the scene lately. And there's a lot. There are developing new oils all the time. So anyway, let me screen share and see what I've got here. And let me see if I can share this one. Also, I can. So let me see what we've got here. To go into this, this is really what I want to focus on. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the Hadassah Tree Essential Oils to Lift Up the Soul, hadassatree.com/essential oils to lift up the soul. And you want to, let's see, it's going to look like, well, you'll get there and it'll look like this on top, but it'll be other stuff here. And so what you'll do is you'll come to the blog, which is that little icon right here. The only way to get you there is to take you there this way, my computer or my internet is so slow. Sometimes it's a little bit fast, but most of the time it's just so slow. So I may not take you this route. In fact, I'm going to stop sharing right now. You cannot minimize it. Okay. So I cannot minimize while I'm in record, and that's fine, I guess. So I'll come out this way, but I think what's happening is, I was actually logged in and I was logged out, which I did it again. So what I'm doing, I'm just getting these pages back up out of my editor because I was editing. And let me see if I can get us back up here. Yep, there we are. Okay, so I should be able to get back. All right, so you guys are just seeing me right now, which is let me see. Let me get do that. Okay, so found. I got finally. It was been 5 minutes since I paused the video and came back. But anyway, things are that slow. Let me share screen again. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen with you guys. I'm gonna hide my little notice here. Okay, so when you first get to the hadasatree.com, this is where you're gonna come up. You just scroll down and keep scrolling and keep scrolling until we get to the essential oils to lift the soul. You want to click on that. You want to close and accept the cookies. And you want to, and my website is always in a stage of developing and building, so sometimes things get a little wonky. You'll have to let me know if something's really wonky so I can fix the wonkiness. And you want to scroll down, but let me show you what's here. This is a little bit on aromatherapy. For those of you, any of you who are just beginning, please make yourself familiar with essential oils for beginners. This will help you to learn the basics about essential oils. There are safety things, or, you know, safety with everything. And let's see. This is a little video that I did about the page, on the page. But, and you can certainly please go make yourself familiar with that. We used the emotional aromatherapy PDF with the wheel. And the PDF is just more information, helps you understand more about the blends that that you can come to me for if you want to try, or you can click on the links in the blog there. The emotional therapy wheel, that's this thing right here. On some levels, it can be helpful with helping you figure out, you know, a nice blend for yourself on a personal level, which leads me to what I did with my daughter and this chart right here. I want to open this chart because you guys can open these other ones on your own, but this one I made for my daughter when I wanted to control her behavior. And it did, it helped a lot with her behaviors. Actually, when we began to use essential oils, it really, it helped her in a lot of ways when I would diffuse it, and then I just started adding it here and there and everywhere to everything. And I mean, it's really been, if I can be really perfectly honest, essential oils and using herbs and spices is what brought me out of a very long, defunctified, depressive place in myself that was not going to good places. Depression, anxiety, like ADHD type of symptoms. And when I started on the regimen, and I'll be sharing that on the Natural Living page here pretty soon, when I started on this particular regimen of things that I had discovered myself, I, you know, jotted down my symptoms and the things I was having, and then I researched herbs that affected these things, and then I started to take these herbs as, you know, directed in, you know, in places that I did the research to, and I share this in my page, or on that, yeah, on the page that I'm building right now. But reason being, it was within, oh my gosh, I would say 1 to 3 months that my mind and body woke up to the degree where I forgot even when I quit taking my medications. before the depression and whatnot. And I've never really had to go back since. I've had incredible life-changing events where I was so crippled at one point that there were times that I could not walk into the doctor's office, and I mean the doctor where I was getting acupuncture and massage therapy and whatnot. I couldn't walk in there. I mean, both sides were so broken in my backside that I couldn't walk, and I spent several years in a position where I was, if not needing a wheelchair or one of those electric chairs, then I was needing a walker, and if not a walker, if I was lucky, I could get away with using a cane. And not the herbs and spices, I can honestly say my natural approach to that event wasn't the only thing that got me out of the chair and out from behind the walker. From time to time, I still use my cane, but we all fall off the train once or off the wagon once in a while, and I'll eat something that's not good, or even go on a couple of day binge, something that's, not helpful. And so I'll fall back into some of the symptoms that I suffer from the conditions that I have. But for the most part, if I take care of myself, I can be a whole lot more functional than what I was a couple of years ago. Again, I can take care of myself. But anyway, that story is coming up, and I don't want to focus on that right now. I really want to get focused on this chart. These were just some, of the I wouldn't say these were all what she was experiencing, but certainly at least half, and the rest of them, maybe not half, but the rest of them, they're good. They were good to know. They were good to have. I had been suffering from some of them myself on some levels. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. So anyway, you can print this out for yourself at home. But the other thing I want to look at is I've given you guys a link, if I can find a way to. I think when I upload this video, well, let me make sure I'm even recording. Uh-oh. Oh, now I don't know how to get it back up. Well, I'm not sure how to get it big again. Anyway, forgot where I was at. Okay, so these are essential oils that I want to go over, and chamomile is not an essential oil that I know about or know of, but we all know about chamomile tea. So let's just look one more time here. This is the other thing that I wanted to show you guys, which is the a link to let's just click it. This is a link to this presentation right here next to it. So I'm going to go back. And again, this is, you can definitely copy the page. Definitely copy the page link here to get it. But anyway, this is going to be it. Chamomile, these are things that chamomile is good for, or they've found that it's helpful to supporting the emotional aromatherapy, and this is why it's here. Calms nerves, reduces stress, alleviates inflammation, eases headaches, helps pain, improves digestion. It looks like there's a typo here. Helps menstrual cramps. Again, there's not an essential oil here, but absolutely you can have tea. You can make things with chamomile tea. You can make oatmeal with chamomile tea. You hear what I'm saying? Anything that you might use water for, you can use your chamomile tea and find ways to get it in. You can make probably compresses and hot compresses. or what do they call those? Anyway, there's different things that we can do. Maybe that's something we ought to get into one of these days, is the different ways that we can utilize dry herbs, because this is absolutely a dry herb. And I do have recipes on making salves. And the other thing I'm talking about, it's a compress, but it's more like for in the mouth. Anyway, the other another oil that I want to talk about tonight is lemon essential oil and aromatherapy. It helps the brain release serotonin, the happy hormone. And this is where we get into, I'm going to say, you're going to go probably right here. And let's see, I think it opens up into a different one. You'll go right there, open this up, and we will find out a little bit about the science of aroma, essential oils, and the chemical response. Because of the complexities of the human brain, certain aromas can elicit emotions by triggering memories and stimulating emotional responses. It's known as the Proust phenomenon. Let's see. While we inhale a distinct aroma, the scent is processed through the brain's olfactory system. The sensory system responsible for controlling our sense of smell. The olfactory is connected to the limbic system, and here is where the physical becomes the spiritual. Here is where our outside senses elicit an emotional inner person reaction, and that's at the point of the limbic system. So a smell actually gets translated from an outward sensation to an inward message, a chemical message that can actually be read and put on paper at this point, which is so cool to think about. Anyway, it's through the limbic system, and it produces a distinct response to the aroma based on memories that are associated with a particular smell, creating a rush of feelings that follow. Essential oils can produce responses that can be used to enhance well-being and manage emotions. Let me uncover what we've got back. Calming and uplifting. So we know this is where we're going to talk a little bit about. Let's see, I think I've got 45 minutes here is what I gave myself. Ooh, I'm at the 45 mark. See, I talk way too much. Anyway, I'll just bring you guys here so that you'll see they're calming and uplifting, how it's these are monoterpenes, alcohols, and chemical components, limonene, beta-pinene, monoterpenes. And then of course it goes into your blends here, but this is what I wanted to show you, is absolutely the science of the aroma. Now we go back over here to our infographic, and this is where lemon helps the brain releasing serotonin, this happy hormone. So just by smelling lemon essential oils, it's antimicrobial, not by aromatherapy. This would be by touch. I'm going to go by aromatherapy for right now, and I believe boosting energy levels is going to be on your level of aromatherapy. Let's see, that's it for lemon. There's also peppermint essential oil. It boosts focus. I'm going to say that this is also part of aromatherapy because it can bring us out of a funk and help direct focus. It affects our alertness. It supports better concentration, which boosts our energy. I don't care what anybody says. When I'm feeling these ones, I'm feeling this one. Oh, let's see. And these are all good things. They're just not associated as much with aromatherapy. Protects the gums, clears sinuses, prevents bloating. This is not language that I would use. I plan on editing this infographic right here and using the proper language. So I just ran out of time tonight. Anyway, we're going on to rosemary. These are five natural sources that can affect your mood better. Rosemary, you guys, believe it or not, helps ease depression. It is not one of the herbs or spices that I took during my period, but it certainly is one in a lot of the blends that I use to motivate me one way or another. Let's say I'm having problems focusing during the day, and I had a lot of that. But actually, when I would use my oils, I actually focused more on the things that was drawing me away from, what I'm doing right now, which is focusing on what's happening in the world today. And, focus on what you need to. I'm not saying, don't go there and don't do that, but I am saying make sure you have a healthy outlet and don't let that outlet get too far away from you when that time comes. So that's my little advice. And that's why another reason why I'm doing this, because we need to not just take our mind off of that focus around us. But I don't know about y'all, but again, it helps to have some help. It reduces the release of cortisol, the stress hormone. Now, does it do anything chemically? No, I don't know. I haven't looked into that. But what I can imagine that it's helping to support is because it's easing, the symptoms, or the supporting depressive behaviors. We're not feeling so low, and that stress hormone is just naturally not being released at that point. So I don't think it's really, curing. I don't think herbs, natural ways cure anything. I believe that plant extracts and natural essential oils support our systems in such a way that it allows our own natural ways to kind of kick in, assuming you don't have a whole bunch of, chronic issues. I gotta get a drink here. This is a giant water bottle. And I don't want to advertise for the company, but it's a giant glass. I don't know if you can hear that. It's a giant glass water bottle. Got it at the store. You can buy them. And the reason for glasses, I put my essential oils. I put lemon in here. I drink lemon essential oil when I'm feeling like it, for the reasons that we talked about right here. Antimicrobial, improves digestion, boosts immunity, enhances circulation, so all that stuff anyway. It's just good, and it makes the water better. Okay, so these are other things that rosemary can do. Applied topically, it helps reduce cellulite, varicose veins, and eczema and acne. And all I can really say is it helps to support the system, the integumentary system that's responsible for these things right here. So it's supporting the system that is supporting these. And then we've got sandalwood essential oil, anti-inflammatory properties. Now, as far as the aromatherapy part of that goes, I couldn't tell you. Antipyretic, don't have a clue what that is. Let's see if we can copy it and Google it here. I don't even know if we can or not. Oops. See, I've got my big book open and I don't see antipyretic. And antipyretic. Oh, it looks like it has to do with the hypothalamus to override. Oh, well, that sounds interesting. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. An antipyretic against feverish is a substance that reduces fevers. Oh, so it's like so antipyretics cause the hypothalamus to override prostaglandin, and it looks like it affects our body temperature, so it might be like similar to ibuprofen. It's see, most of these medications have other purposes. Common one is ibuprofen, yep, and aspirin, which are non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs. So sandalwood, not to be taken internally on any level. It should only be used topically or in aromatherapy. And let me confirm this with my book. Sandalwood. Yep, let me see if I can get you guys back off of stop sharing. There's got to be a way to mirror. I don't know how to do it. Anyway, it says here in this little book, I'm going to show you sandalwood. I'll read it. Safety, it can be used neatly. And it's not really clear. It's diffuse, yes. And cup it over your mouth. Wow, you can take it in a capsule to protect against tumors. You can take it in a capsule and apply it to the bottom of your feet and the back of your neck. So it says here, and it says it's only for emotional balance. Use it topically or aromatically. So this was the small book. I want to see what sandalwood says. RS in the big book, and it gives us topical, aromatically, and internally. Sandalwood can be used internally. All right, so I'm gonna go back into screen share and finish this up if we can. It's getting longer than what I wanted it to go. Oh, let's see. Well, that's to the end of it, but I still wanted to make sure you guys have this page right here. So anyway, next week, because we went over the information this week here, I want to go over where I showed you this chart was here. And you've got the freedom to click on it and download it now at this point and go over it yourself. Like, we'll just go through it really quickly. Maybe we don't even need to do this one next week. You'll pick your mood here. Blaming and bitter. There's a lot of angry, antisocial, and blaming and bitter going on today. So you would then go down the list, find what you have, what you like, what works best. Yeah, this is a lot of oils. If you have a friend who deals in essential oils, or if there are any of these on here and you would like to try a sample, I can send you a sample. You would have to contact me and let me know the list of what you would like to try in a blend or in a single. You'll have to let me know, blend or a single. There's a cost for getting these samples to you. I certainly don't charge you for the samples, but there will be a charge for one single vial, and they're just small quarter-dram size bottles. But there'll be a charge for the first single bottle, and then a smaller charge for each additional after that. So you'll I've already got that up on a page somewhere. Yeah, I believe it's on the this page here. Get your oils here is what you want to do. You want to try a sample, and what I've done is I think I've shared that. Yeah. Please be advised, your first oil requested ships for $5. Sorry, I have to do it. It costs me to send it, to ship it. It costs a lot, believe it or not. We can't send it like in just an envelope, so it has to be sent right. And then, time, energy, everything getting there, so I have to charge. It'll be an additional $2 for each oil, not to exceed 6 per order. So you'll just choose the essential oils that you want to try from here, or from here or from here. Let me know. I will write back to you with the oils that I do have, and from there we can negotiate whatever it is that you want. But you'll go through here, you'll find out where your biggest issues are, then you'll go down the list. For angry, or for blaming and bitter, we've got arborvitae. I don't have. Cardamom, I do have. Geranium, I do have. Helichrysum, I do not have. Lemon, I do have. Myrrh, I don't think I have, but I might. I'll have to look. Oregano, a little bit. Ravensara, I have. Rosemary, I have. Thyme, I think I have. Wintergreen, I do have. Depressed and sad, oh gosh, look at them. Anyway, I also have some blends that you're welcome to try. Here is the list of blends. I only let you request one blend per order. These are the blends that I do have, and you're welcome to again request those. So I'm gonna stop now. I'm stopped the screen share. I'm gonna end the video, and I'm gonna try to be back here every Wednesday night for something to share, natural living, because it's what I like to do. Again, maybe I'll screen share for just a minute. A lot of what I will be going here a lot to HadassahTree.com. This is where I work from. This is my platform. You will be able to find me on MeWe.com. We have a page there titled the same here. So you can find us there. And for right now, that's the only place we're at. I'm still looking into a whole list of other ones, but I'm not really interested in going to a great deal of anyway. I don't want a lot of social stuff going on, even though that's the whole rave of everybody. That's not what I do. I'm not interested in that. Again, I'm just you. I'm a grandma, a mom. I'm not educated extremely. I have a daughter who graduated Yale. She's definitely educated. I personally am not. These are just things that I love to do. One of many, you guys. I also create, and part of my business that I do. This essential oils is it's a business that is more of how can I help you. It's more of like a service that I never wanted to share, the experience that I had in the beginning with my natural route of getting healthy. I never wanted to share it without offering a place that I was comfortable with, that I trusted, to send you to get the same, kind of help that I got, if that's what you wanted to do. So that's what all of this ever was about. But you'll see, in fact, we'll go there on the shopping. I've got some ebooks coming out. None of them are my own. They're they're branded, but they're helpful, and I do rewrite them with my own stuff in it. But I'm developing classes to take in, like gardening. But you'll go to the shopping page when it finally loads, and you can shop by category. I don't know how that citrus got up there. Anyway, DIYs. I love to do DIYs. Part of my DIYs is here. Right now I'm redoing I live in my motorhome. I love it. I absolutely love this option as to a home or an apartment, but I'm redoing my kitchen. Let's see, Native American part of one of the things that we do traditional where I'm from is, we weave baskets and we make things out of natural items. So that's another thing that I've been doing. Grow kits. This is my business, at least I try to make it my business. One of it is, there's so many things I love to. I make candy too. So you'll be finding candy recipes with essential oils, and we'll be, sharing recipes. Anyway, microgreens. I make systems for growing microgreens in systems that you don't have to buy from me. You can go to the dollar store and pick up the things that you need, because this is where I get most of the stuff. And these things look great on your kitchen counter. They don't look out of place at all. In fact, some of my pieces you could upgrade your kitchen a little bit for. And they're from the dollar store. I've got, again, there's some healthy eating ebooks, another grow system here. Got 50 ways to use plant extracts for self-care. My clay saucer wicking grow system. Anyway, again, one of the many things that I like to do. Natural living, you can sow, grow. If you need seeds for growing, you can go to Can Sow Grow. You can also go to this menu over here to the side, and you'll find some things. Anyway, to get you to the store anyhow. Faithful living, I do book reviews, and I don't go to town every day working this stuff. There's times that weeks go by and I don't touch anything because I'm passionate. I'm doing something else somewhere else. Like for the last month, I've been moving in here. I haven't touched any of this stuff, but I'm settling in. I'm getting an idea of what it is that I want to do. If I'm not organized out here, I'm not organized up here. So I will shut down until I get my outside organized so that what I'm seeing, I can get organized up here. But anyway, I'm back. We are no longer on the platforms that we used to be on because they do not reflect the same basic moral standards that we do here. So we're going to be changing a lot of things up. You'll find that a lot of the tools that I use to make a lot of my stuff, I have to find another outlet for because I'll no longer be using where I'm going. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. I still cannot figure out how to get this page bigger. Oh, maybe if I stop the share. Stop the share. Okay. That was our way too long video of I'm gonna call it like intro to aromatherapy. I'm just getting up here and talking to you guys. I may have an idea of what I want to share before I get on here, but we've had so many ups and downs over the last few months. If any of you ladies, I'm here to tell you, emotional aromatherapy is amazing. When I need to buckle down and get some work done, focus mostly. I can so easily get distracted. Even though I may have to change positions a whole lot of times, I can focus on multiple things, not just, one or two, but it really does have an effect. Before I got started tonight, again, just for a little motivation, put some more lemon back in my water, got a little bit of the balance going in the what do you call it? Diffuser. And so anyway, it works. They do have an effect chemically because of the blood-brain barrier issue. Anyway, I may come on, do videos more than just Wednesdays. I need to warn you, I don't run off schedules very well. A lot of times I may just get on, pop on, do a video because it's here, it's on my heart, and it's in my head to do so. Scheduling things is difficult for me. When I'm in a space, a zone, it's the best time for me to strike. When I'm not in the zone anymore, it's hard to bring the strike up. But we're working on that too. So anyway, I just want to say blessings to all of you, and I will see you again right back here at Natural Living at the Hadassah Tree. Blessings, and yak at you later.